welcome. Welcome to yoga stretching session. What you're going to need is 1 or 2 yoga blocks if you do not have and you prefer to put something under your hips. You can use some pillow or the small squishy ball. You can use dictionary or 2. We might need them for some standing poses. So the yoga blocks are ideal, but again, if you don't have them, then you can find something else. And then a strap, but again, if you do not have the strap, then you can definitely use a belt, you can use a scarf, nothing heavy, no towel, but something long which will help you open the shoulders. Will really focus on opening the shoulders, chest, hips, stretching the back, mobilizing the spine, and we'll try to relax a little bit, release any stress out of the shoulders, sitting on the shoulders. So we will start with breathing. 2 things before we start. One, of course, in yoga you just follow your body and its needs. So of course, please, if you feel not comfortable with any of the positions, if you feel it's too much, too deep, then of course release, take a child's pose. On the other hand, if you feel you need to do some of the poses a little bit longer, like you need deeper stretching, then you can just pause and then resume. I will always show you some modifications for some of the poses, some modifications, progressions. Remember, each day is different. Each day your body will feel different. It also depends if you will do the practice in the morning, in the afternoon, evening. What did you do the day before? How much did you sleep? And so on and so on. So, every day you feel different. So even if it's the same video you will play over and over, then you can then you will feel different about it. Okay. Yeah, so that's 2 things. So let's roll the shoulders a few times. You can just start 1 and then the other. Find any comfortable position to sit in. I like to sit in this position, but if that doesn't feel good for you, sit on your heels. If the knees bother you, you can definitely extend your legs, whatever feels comfortable for you. Okay, lift the shoulders up to your ears and then open them. And do it again. Inhale, lift the shoulders up and pull them back. Repeat and open. Keep them far away from your ears. Do you feel how your neck got longer? Feel your collarbones wide open to the side. Lift the lower ribs, but do not arch your lower back. Lengthen your spine and take very long inhale and really deep exhale. And then do the same thing with your eyes closed. So go ahead, close your eyes and take very long inhale and really deep exhale. Keep your eyes closed and focus just on the breathing. Feel how your ribcage opens, expands with each inhale. Your lungs get filled with the air, new energy. And try to make each exhale longer and deeper. Get all the air out of your lungs. It might have been sitting there for days or weeks. So really empty those lungs, so your next inhale will be even longer because the lungs are emptier now. If it's comfortable for you, breathe in and out only with your nose. And bring your attention to your spine. Press your sits bones into the floor with each exhale. let them grow down. And with each inhale, lengthen the spine, let it grow all the way up to the ceiling, feel the crown on top of your head. With your next inhale, lift your arms above the head, interlace your fingers and turn the palms up. Extend your elbows, but relax your shoulders. Then open your arms and start small, teeny tiny movement, like you want to reach for something which is up on the ceiling. I have a helper here in the bed, just in case you're wondering, of course. With your next inhale, lift the lower ribs, lengthen the spine. With exhale, put your right hand on the floor, left arm is reaching to the side. Inhale, center, and exhale, switch. We'll start with side bends. Try to make sure that your hips stay attached to the floor, to the block or your pillow. You see my knees don't wiggle either. Keep your neck long and your chest open. Let's go one more time to the right. It will stay here a little bit longer until at rotation, look down on the floor, open the left shoulder, gaze up on the ceiling and repeat. Let's do 2 more. And last one, exhale. And open. Back to the center, breath in and out. Reach the side, add the rotation, down on the floor and open. One more. Open back to the center. Turn the palms forward. With your next inhale, lift your chest up. With exhale, round your spine. Seated, cat and cow. So we're mobilizing the spine. We're warming up the body a little bit. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Lift your chest up, roll the shoulders, shake that off, and take the strap and bring your arms up above your head. And we'll do these movements again with a strap, but we'll try to really reaching up. The strap will help us. Inhale, lift the lower ribs, and with exhale, reach up. Inhale and exhale, reach to the upper corner, feel the side line of your body opening, and again inhale and exhale. Long inhale, deep exhale. We'll stay there a little bit longer. Exhale, reach, breathe in and out, relax your head. One more inhale. Deep exhale. Back to the center. And switch the sides. Reach up. One more breath in. One more out. Back to the center. Perfect. Relax. Roll your shoulders. And then lift your arms back above your head. Open your chest. Open your shoulders. With exhale around your spine, take your chin to the chest. Start this small movement. Depending how your chest is tight, how your shoulders are or are not flexible, put the strap, make the strap wider or shorter. And then you can add the rest of your spine. And mobilize. Cat and cow. keep your arms behind your head. Bend your elbows. So now my elbows are in line with the shoulders. Long inhale, and with exhale, extend the arms. Feel your shoulders open. Do not arch your back, keep your spine extended. Nice and long, reaching up to the ceiling. And then add a twist with your spine. Lift your arms above your head. And put a strap on your right shoulder. Bend your right arm and your left arm as well. Find those fingers behind your back. If you do not touch them, then use the strap as a guide. So this is what I'm doing right here. And if I'm not reaching my fingers, then I will use the strap and to walk the hands close to each other. Take a long inhale, a really deep exhale. Slow release. Shake it off and switch the strap on the other side. Now you know each side of your body is different. It can change every day, or just one side is more flexible than the other. So try to focus on that side, which is, I say, smarter, which is not that flexible, and bring more attention to that side. One more inhale and deep exhale. And release. Relax. Shake your arms, roll the shoulders, shake that off. Perfect. Put the strap away. You see, I sit on my heels, so if you don't feel comfortable sitting with your legs crossed, then you don't have to. Now, inflate your arms. With inhale, reach up, and with exhale, pull them down. Keep opening your shoulders and your chest. If you do not reach your hands like this, you can just hold your wrist. Take one more breath in, one more out, and release. Extend your arms and switch them to the other side. Inhale, reach up, exhale, pull them down. Slowly release and relax. Roll the shoulders, shake your arms, literally let them fly around your body, and relax. Shake it off. Good. Let's bring the legs forward, extend them. You can shake your legs, you can shake the knees, you can round your ankles. Reverse the direction. Lift just your toes. Perfect. Bend your knees again. And then rock from side to side. Press your sits bones into the floor. Keep your chest up or holding the feet together like a butterfly. And then rock your body forward and back. Always start with a small range of motion, and then you can increase it. One more time, and then do a few nice big circles. If you want to go ahead and close your eyes, reverse the direction. Breath in. and down. One more circle. Lift the lower ribs. Press the sit bones into the floor again. Inhale, extend your spine, lift your chest up, and with exhale, hinge from your hips, forward bend. Use your elbows or your hands, gently press against your knees, open your hips, stretch your inner thighs. Breathe in and out. If you're deep enough, you can bend your elbows, put your hands on the floor. Use the breath to guide you through the pose. Keep your chest open right here. And then round your spine, take your chin to the chest like the tailbone. Slowly roll all the way up. Press your feet into the floor. If you have a mat, then you will put your feet about the width of your mat and to move them from one side to the other. You can add more spine twist. Turn your head to the left and right. Left and right. Extend the legs. Shake it off again. Round your ankles. One direction, other direction. Move just your toes. Perfect. And then turn around into the tabletop position. Put your knees as wide as you need to. But try to keep your hands under your shoulders. Shoulders will be far away from the ears. Your back is active right here. All right. Rock your hips from side to side. Try to untangle your toes so they are not here. Untie them. So relax your legs. Relax the hips. Here we go, hips. Good. Return to the center. Shoulders are still far away from the ears. And then do a few pelvic tilts. See, just a small movement with the pelvis. And then make it a little bit bigger and at the rest of your spine. And we're going back to the cat and cow. In a cat and cow position. Inhale and exhale. One more breath in, one more out. Keep your spine rounded and rock your hips from one side to the other again. And then return them back to the neutral position. Keep your spine neutral. And we will start here with nice spine twist, nice rotation. So with inhale, you will reach with your right arm up to the ceiling. Return that arm to the center. And then with your next inhale, we'll reach up with your left arm. Exhale back on the floor. And repeat. Open and reach up. Also push away with your arm, which is on the floor, away from that floor. So you're not sinking down in your shoulder. One more right. One more left. Extend your right leg to the side. I'll move this away. Try to keep your foot and your knee in one line, and then one line between your hand and your knee. So it's 90-degree angle right here. With your next inhale, you lift your right arm up to the ceiling and exhale like a third in a needle. Twist your spine. Follow that arm with your eyes. Remember, keep that arm, the left one, which is on the floor, active as well, so you don't sink in your shoulder. If you want to, you can make it a little bit bigger. Open your shoulder a little bit more. Reach further. Let's do one more. and hold it right here. Rest your right shoulder on the floor. If you want to reach up with your left arm, if you want to open that shoulder a little bit more, but if it's uncomfortable, you can stay right here or with your hand on the ground. One more breath in. One more out. Slow release. One more movement to compensate. Reach up, put your hands on the floor and start rocking your hips forward and back. And as always, start with small range of motion and then eventually increase that. See how far you can go. And then sit on your heel or bring your hips as far as you can. So if I turn from the side, you might be here, you might be all the way here. Keep the pose active. You keep reaching forward with your arms, lengthening the spine and pulling the hips back. And you also feel your right inner thigh. Breathe in and out. Slow release. Bring your knees together, back to the neutral, back to the center. Rock your hips from side to side. Do you feel some difference? I hope you do. Let's switch the sides. Extend your left leg to the side. Right hand stands on the floor. Left arm with inhale reaches up to the ceiling, and with exhale, twist. Breath in and out. Remember, keep your neck long. Keep that arm which is on the floor active. If you want to, increase the range of motion, really open your chest right here and reach further. One more time. Inhale and exhale and stay right here. We have options again. Keeping the right hand on the floor, lifting up or opening the shoulder a little bit more. Slowly release. Return your right hand on the floor if you lift it up, and then compensate. One movement, open, back on the ground. Both hands on the floor, long neck, shoulders far away from the ears, and start rocking your hips forward and back. Smaller range of motion first. And as we go, you can make that range of motion bigger. See how far you can go comparing to the opposite side. If you can sit on your heels or no. One more time forward, one more time back, and we'll stay right here as far as you can. Again, keep it active. Slow release. Bring your knees together. Rock hips from one side to the other. Let's take the toes into the mat, and for the first time, pull the hips up, downward facing dog. Walk your legs, alternate your knees, twist your hips. And then return your knees on the floor. Spread the knees wide apart, untuck your toes and bring your toes together. Sit down on your heels or pull the hips as far as you can, and then start rocking the hips forward and back. And again, start with small range of motion and then actually increase it. Keep your hips active here first. Good. Move a little bit back. And then if you want to, you can go all the way from child's pose to the upward facing dog If you feel up to, you need to hold one of those positions a little bit longer. And upward facing dog, you can take your toes into the mat, lift your thighs to give your hips a little range of motion right here. Rock them from side to side. If you feel that's too much for you, you can just hold. If you don't want to hold, you keep rocking. Okay, we have options for each day time. And then sit in a child's pose. Keep it active again. Reach forward with your arms, pull your hips back. Then take your toes into the mat. Pull the hips up, back to the downward facing dog. We will lift the heels off the floor, bend the knees just a little bit. And with exhale, press the heels down, extend your knees. Keep your head hidden between your shoulders. And repeat. One more time. Keep your heels attached to the floor. Pull the hips higher. Focus on the back side of your legs, your hamstrings and your calves. We can shake the head here. Say yes, say no, say maybe. And then with your next inhale, lift your right leg off the floor. Okay, the ceiling or the wall behind you. If you want to, lift your left heel up and press it down. Lift the left heel up, press it down. You feel your calf. One more time, inhale and exhale. And then two options, either make a big step forward with your right leg or return your toes on the floor, knees on the floor, and then step forward with your right leg. Perfect. Or keep the left knee on the floor. Now, if you feel, if your hips, flexors, legs, hamstrings, everything is tight, and you need to use your blocks or dictionaries. 2 cans. All right, so we're right here. I'll turn a little bit more. Perfect. Keep your chest up. Breathe in and out. Then bring both hands next to your inner ankle. Tuck your left toe into the mat and lift your knee off the floor. We're in a high lunge. Take a breath in, and with exhale, we will pivot the left foot, press the heel down, pull the hips up, and then return back to the high lunge. And then return back to the pyramid. And repeat. Now as you go and you warm it up, your legs, and you are increasing the range of motion, you can put your blocks down, maybe you reach the floor. One more time, high lunge. One more time, pyramid. Back to the high lunge. Keep your left hand on the floor next to your inner ankle. Right arm reaches up. If it is too challenging for you, you have your blocks, right? Slowly release. Pivot your left foot and switch your arms. Again, if you need to, use the block. If you don't, your hand is on the floor and you will reach up with your left arm, pressing your shoulder or your elbow against this leg. Opening your hip and stretching your inner thigh. Breath in, and then with exhale, extended front knee, triangle pose. If you cannot extend your knee, grab a block or two. One more inhale, deep exhale. Raise back to the center. Take both of your blocks, square your hips, and then try to touch your knee with your nose or your forehead, or go as close as you can. Both knees extended. Slowly release. Return your left knee on the floor. Breath in and out. Half split. So you flex your left toes. Keep your chest up and show me your hips as much as you can. With your back flat, straight spine. Inhale, lift your chest up, keep your right hand on the block if you're using them. Reach up with your left arm, reach your toes or your calf and twist your spine. Keeping your chest open. Feel your right hip open and right here. Slowly release. Perfect. We'll finish here with the pigeon pose. Good. So we'll sit on the floor. Which way to turn? Probably this way. If you need to, use those blocks. If you cannot, square your hips. So for example, I'm sitting with my right hip on the floor and my hips are squared. So when I lift the left toes off the floor, the knee is on the ground, okay? So going straight up. So that's a checkpoint. If you do not sit, you can use the block or your cushion, put it under your right hip. Now you can stay right here with your body upright. You can rock it from side to side. That's what I like to do. But if you want to go further, we have options, right? Bend your elbows, hinge from your hips. Straight spine again. Feel the difference. Or using maybe something under your forehead, or completely relax. Now here, as I said, you can go ahead, pause me, stay here as long as you need to. You know, this is a perfect position. If you have 10 minutes, you can stay there 10 minutes, hour. Do your emails. No, don't do emails when you're stretching. Get off the work. But as I said, if you need to, pause me, stay longer. Don't forget to breathe. Use the breath to always guide you through the position. After you unpause me, slowly, crawl back. You can lift your chest up. Take one more inhale, deep exhale. Return the hands on the floor and release that right leg. Shake that off, literally. Shake it off. Both knees on the floor. Rock them from one side to the other. Pull the hips up. Downward facing dog. You can walk your legs or you can press your heels into the floor at the same time. Breathe in and out. And then with your next inhale, lift your left leg up. We can lift the right heel up, press it down. Inhale and exhale. Two more. Last one. Good. Two options, either one big step forward or bring the toes together, knees on the floor, and then step forward. We'll start in a low lunge again. So the right knee is on the floor. If you need to go grab your blocks. Whew. Keeping your chest up. Feel the flexors on your leg here. Open. If you're sitting the whole day, this is a great position to stretch. A few times during the day, or at least once in the evening. Bring both hands next to your inner ankle. Tuck your right toe into the mat, lifting off the ground. High lunge. Shoulders open. Spine is straight. Breath in and out. Inhale. And with exhale, pivot your right foot. Pull your hips up like a pyramid. And repeat. High lunge and pyramid. Remember, as you keep going and you're increasing the range of motion, you might be able to fold the blocks down like I just did, or put them completely away. Let's stay here, right, and high lunge. Keeping the right hand on the floor, left arm reaches up. You might feel your hip opening. Breathe in and out. Slowly release. Both hands on the floor. Pivot your right foot. Press your shoulder or your elbow against your knee. Open your hip. Feel your inner thigh stretching. Remember, you can use a block, 2, dictionary, a can under your hand. Breath in, but exhale, triangle pose. Slow release, both hands on the floor. Take 1, 2 blocks. Maybe bring your feet a little bit closer. Breath in, and with exhale, touch your knee with your nose or your forehead, if you can. Slow release, return your right knee on the floor, half split. Flex your toes. Hinge from your hips with your spine nice and long. Inhale, lift the lower ribs. Keep your left hand on the block. Reach up with your right arm. Twist your spine. Slowly release. Back to the center. Back to the pigeon pose. Remember, your hip, left hip, should be sitting on the floor. So if it's not, use a block or a pillow, cushion, anything. And we have options again here. Rock the hips from side to side. Stay more upright. You can use those blocks under your elbows. Okay? You can put elbows on the floor, or you can completely fold it down. Breathe in and out. And like on the other side, feel free, pause me and stay as long as you need to. And you know, each hip is different. So if you feel, like I know my left hip is much tighter, so I need to pay more attention and stretch that left hip a little bit more than the right one, not a little bit, way more. So if you know one of your hips needs more attention, then of course give that attention to the hip and stay as long as you need to. So you can pass me. Once you unpass me, then you will slowly crawl back. Lift your chest up. You can extend your arms. Return your hands on the floor. Release it. Shake it off again. Both knees on the floor. Rock the hips from side to side. And let's finish here with few circles. Put your knees as wide as you need to. Make the circles as slow as you want to and as big as you need to. Close your eyes if you like. Reverse the direction. And then sit on the side. Slowly roll on your back. Hug your knees and completely relax. If you want to shake your legs, you can rock it right here. We will do one more pose and then I will show you some options for Shavasana. So I hope you will have time for that. Open your arms to the side, like a letter T. Bend your knees 90 degrees and twist your spine. That's it. Try to keep both shoulders attached to the floor. Take a breath in and with exhale, switch the sides. And again, open your shoulders. Press your back and your shoulders into the ground. Breathe in and out again. Return to the center, lift your left, right leg. Give them a hug. And then completely relax here. You're hugging your knees. Or like a happy baby in a happy baby pose. If you want to do this and you don't reach your feet, then just hold your ankles. You can actually use your elbows to open your hips. Breath in and out. If you want to extend your legs and then bend them again. Now a few options for Shavasana. So try to find a time to relax or meditate, however you want to call it. So you can just lie down on the floor. Make sure you let your ankles relax, your arms will be relaxed, your head will be relaxed. Play some nice, comfortable music. Some people like just complete quiet. Some people need the music to relax. So you can do that. If you feel your chest needs to be opened a little bit more, then I have a few things for you. You can take those blocks or a cushion, but the cushion has to be kind of firm. It cannot be too soft. So you can take those two blocks or dictionaries or firm pillow and put them under your back. You can bring your feet together. This is hip opening position. If your hips are not as flexible like mine, then you maybe want to put some, I hope you have a lot of dictionaries at home, some blocks or dictionaries under your knees right here to support, so it won't be uncomfortable. This position should be really comfortable for you, right? Because you will relax there for a few minutes. So you can do this, or you can build one block like this and are like this. This is really just opening, so not everybody likes it. So this black one is between my shoulder blades. And the pink one is under my head. So you see I'm really opening my shoulders. I really feel it in my shoulders. You can open your arms here. You can lift them up But again, make sure the position is comfortable for you. You can extend your legs, you can bring the feet together, whatever works for you. Okay, once you will lie down in that position, as I said, play some music if that works for you. Stay still. If you don't have any child at home, yeah, take your time. Really try to relax each part of your body. If you feel there is any spot in your body which is tight, which is uncomfortable, focus on that spot, and with each inhale bring the energy to that spot. With each exhale release anything negative out of the body, so you really will feel comfortable after you finish the session. Take your time to stay in a Shavasana. I know the time nobody has much time, especially if you have kids. But really try to find the time for yourself to stretch and really to relax. Yeah, that's it. Thank you so much. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later.